Podcast Network Asia.
Anyang mga K-drama pamangkins, it's another Tuesday, so another K-drama chismisan. And I am back with another K-drama list to help you when di mo na alam kung ano ang next na papanoorin. Now, aside from rom-com, would you believe that the second most common genre in the K-drama world is actually legal K-dramas? Yup, that's true. I-check mo pa. Every year, actually almost every month, there is at least one ongoing legal K-drama out there. Now, when we say legal K-dramas, ito yung mga K-dramas na either usually set in a courtroom or involves, people who studies or practices the law. Like, for example, your lawyers, prosecutors, and judges. And in today's episode nga, I want to share with you some of the legal K-dramas I've seen in the past decade that I think you may also like. And like always, iba't iba man ang hanap nyo, your tita got your back. I got you, mga pamangkin. So, simulan na natin? Okay, so aside from these K-dramas being obviously legal genre, okay, I also categorized it for you para mas madali at para na din sa kung ano man ang hanap mo, meron akong maibibigay. Well, at least I think I do have all. may mga missing ng konti. Pero I think this would be enough for you. So, let's start it off with the first category, which is action. So kung ang hanap mo ay mga palabang mga attorney, tipong inilalagay sa kamay nila ang batas, ganon, etos. Pero kung ang hanap mo nga ay talagang yung mga may suntukan, may tadyakan, hatawan ng mga 2x2, ganon. But I've got 2 K-drama suggestions for you. First is The Lawless Lawyer. Now, first, this K-drama stars, Lee Jong-gi and So Ye-ji. Lee Jong-gi plays the role of a lawyer, but to be more specific, a gangster lawyer. I know, how crazy is that? Gangster pero lawyer din. So, in the K-drama, Lee Jong-gi's character witnessed his mom's death. Now, he was then raised by his gangster uncle, but he knows that to get his revenge, kailangan niyang magkaroon ng power and knows the law. Parang ganon. Kasi yun yung mga kalaban niya din eh. Thus, becoming a lawyer. And in his quest for revenge, he met the character naman dito ni So Ye-ji. Another lawyer din na hot-headed but amazing lawyer. Okay? Now, why you should watch it? Really great villains. Every time na mention itong K-drama na Lawless Lawyer, aside from, of course, Lee Jong-gi, I fondly recall the chemistry of Lee Jong-gi with the main villain in the series, played by the amazing Choi Min-so. And like what I said in the past K-drama reviews or series that I've done, in order for the main lead to shine, the villain should also be amazing. Yung talagang nanggigigil ka sa villain para lalo kang kumampi sa bida at talagang mag-shine din yung bida. And this series is a great example of it. Now, there was also a great chemistry between Lee Jong-gi and So Ye-ji in this K-drama. And, if we didn't know about that, infamous text message na nagde-date mala siya. She was actually dating Kim Jong-hyun of Mr. Queen, Waikiki, ano pa ba yung mga K-dramas? Yeah. Oh, of course, Crash Landing on You. If I didn't know that she was dating Kim Jong-hyun during the time that she was doing actually this series, iisipin mo talaga na may something sa kanila. There has to be something between Lee Jong-gi and So Ye-ji kasi lakas ng chemistry nila in this K-drama. But apparently, yun na nga, Si Kim Jong-un pala ang kanyang jowa at that time. Now, it also involves a little bit of comedy thanks to the kwelang mga sidekick ni Lee Jong-gi. So, isipin nyo na lang si ngayon, si Coco Martin at saka yung kwelang grupo niya. So, yun, ganun din yung effect ni Lee Jong-gi dito sa K-drama. Now, why this K-drama may not be for you? Now, of course, since ito ay may action, this involves, of course, punching, blood, okay? So, if you're not into that, if this is your first time watching an action series, so this is definitely not for you. So, there was also this killing story arc. So it's heartbreaking and at the same time napaka-gruesome. So again, it could be triggering. So maybe not something that you may want to watch as well kung medyo triggering for you. And it also is very teleserye in a way. So talagang hawig din siya sa kay Coco Martin na mga teleserye, yung mga nakikita natin. Kasi tipong yung mga kontrabida dito, ayaw mamatay. Kaya lalo ka manggigigil din eh. Pero in a way talaga parang hindi siya mamatay-matay. And the mystery surrounding the death of the main lead's mom is somewhat predictable. Siguro mga 2-3 episodes in the series, medyo naiisip mo na kung ano talaga yung nangyari that night. So, medyo teleseryeng predictable and at the same time ayaw mamatay-matay ng kontrabida. Now, another K-drama na may pagka-action din, a more recent action-packed legal K-drama is Big Mouth, starring Lee Jong-suk and Im Yoon-na of our SNSD or Girls' Generation. Now, it tells the story about an underperforming lawyer who gets caught up in a murder case. And in order to survive and protect his family, he digs into a huge conspiracy among the privileged upper classes. Now, I did a full review on this K-drama about Big Mouth, so you can just listen to that if you want to know more about it, and you can gauge whether it's really for you or not, something like that. Well, anyway, let's talk about why you should watch this K-drama. Lee Jong-suk was, of course, really good again in this series. But aside from that, what I love the most about the series is the two mysteries within it. Dalawang mystery kasi yung kailangan mong isolve. One is the real murder of one of the characters in the story. Okay? Kasi dun talaga pinaka nagsimula yung takbo ng kwento niya. And then the other mystery is the identity of this Big Mouse, who is supposed to be a really genius con man. So, yun yung dalawang mystery na kailangan mong itackle, kailangan mong ma-solve. So, that would definitely keep you hooked and entertained throughout this K-drama. Now, why it may not be for you, or why you may want to skip this K-drama. Now, I personally did not like the turn of events in the last 2 episodes actually. And I felt that the ending was a bit rushed. Parang kinumpras siyang mabuti. And I also hate the uncalled for death of one of the characters in the K-drama. Like, until now, kini-question ko pa din kung ano nga ba talaga yung purpose nila sa papatay sa kanya. Like, ano? Para lang mag-leave kayo ng mark sa mga audience nyo, sa viewers nyo, ganon? Like, make it make sense. Anyway, I've already said my piece on that. Pero obviously, hindi pa rin ako nakaka-move on. But yeah, that is something na personally, hindi ko medyo nagustuhan. But that's me. Okay? That's just me. So again, if you want to know more about the series, if you want to think about it, if you would really want to continue watching it, I did a full review with medyo may konting spoiler. So, bahala na kayo. Matatanda na kayo. So, bahala ka na kung papakinggan mo yung episode na yun. But I did one. Now, moving on to another category. Moving on to rom-com. Now, if there's one type of mix na paulit-ulit ginagawa, it's rom-com and legal K-drama. Yung dalawang yan, pag pinaghalo, very common. Ang dami, as in super daming rom-com legal K-dramas out there. And the ones that I will mention are just some of my faves. And I think napanood mo na din sila, for sure. First is a constant entry of mine whenever possible, and I always say that this K-drama is underrated. Anyway, it's the K-drama Suspicious Partners, starring Ji Chang-wook and Nam Ji-yeon. It's a story about a prosecutor whose life was turned upside down when he met his new intern, who becomes a prime murder suspect for a case he handles. Now, why should you watch it? Well, this is actually maybe a good thing or could be a bad thing, but I would consider it as a good thing for Suspicious Partner. It's the formulated love story. Okay? One thing that I love about it is that it's a formulated love story. It's another tsundere type of character. So, if you don't know, the Japanese has a word for a particular type of character who starts out as a cold and distant character or person, but then eventually turns warm and loving. And that's the word tsundere, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing right, but you can definitely Google it. And that's exactly the character of Ji Chang-wook in this K-drama. Super workaholic, no social life, and doesn't even know how to interact well with other people. Talagang napaka honest niya to the point na napaka talas yung napaka sharp ng dila niya. So offending na siya. Well, anyway, of course, dahil nga tsundere siya, nung dumating na ang bidang babae sa buhay niya, binago nito ang kanyang pamumuhay. Kumbaga. So medyo naging, from being cold and distant, naging warmer. So natunaw yung ice sa paligid ng puso niya. Achos! Anyway, his chemistry with Nam Ji-yeon was also really good in this K-drama. And also, napakaganda din yung mga cases na na-handle nila dito or tinackle nila. Medyo exciting din ang mystery na kasali sa kwento kasi kaso medyo sige, sabihin ko na nga, medyo predictable ng konti for me. So, I guess you can put it as a reason that this may not be for you kung ayaw mo ng medyo predictable na mystery. May mystery pero siguro mga halfway within the series, alam mo na yung nangyari. Anyway, another reason why this may not be for you is that, well, actually, it's the only main reason. I only have one main reason that I didn't really like this series, and maybe you may want to think about it. Ang boring and ang lacking ng chemistry ng second love line dito. Diyos ko, Lord! Whew! Okay, so meron kasi sila dito ng second love line. It's the love story between the characters of Choi Tae-jun and Kwon Nara. So, meron silang, actually, it started like a love triangle between Ji Chang-wook, Nam Ji-yeon, and si Choi Tae-jun nga dito. Pero eventually, parang si Choi Tae-jun talagang kay Kwon Nara. So, nagkaroon din sila ng love story of their own. Lord God, ang hirap. I tried to be, forgiving, patient with the story, yung love story nila, pero dear Lord, hindi talaga. So, you may want to skip that part na kapag naglalandian ng dalawa. So, maybe. As in, wala talagang chemistry. My God. And I'm so sorry if you think that they do have one. If you love it, then that's fine. But that's, again, me. That's my opinion. Wala talaga akong naramdaman na kilig. Inis yung naramdaman ko sa dalawa. Kasi they're taking up the time na kung pwede naman sanang si Nam Ji-yeon na lang tsaka si Ji Chang-wook yung, diba, parang, ewan ko. Anyway, I also did another review about that K-drama, Suspicious Partner. Pakinggan mo na lang on my previous episode. Another K-drama I want to share as well is While You Were Sleeping. Another favorite of mine and another K-drama na I think a lot of you are snubbing. Again, it is While You Were Sleeping, starring Lee Jong-suk, of course, again. Lee Jong-suk again. And this time with Bae Suzy, also with the very payami in the series na si Jong Hae-in. I think this was actually the series that really made him a leading man, or parang after this there were so many K-dramas after na talagang siya na yung bida. So dito siya talaga pinaka nag-blossom. Payami talaga si kuya mo dito. But anyway, it's about three people with the ability to see the future through their dreams and try to prevent horrible things that will happen to them and solve those crimes. So you get a legal K-drama. Okay, so you get legal K-drama kasi Lee Jong-suk's character here is a prosecutor. Half of the series also involves legal cases, him being in a courtroom as a prosecutor, blah, blah, blah. Then there's also the romance, fantasy, and also crime. Kasi si Jung Hae-in naman's character in this series is a police officer. So, may halo kang napakaraming genre actually. Now, why you should watch it? Great chemistry among the three main leads. So, kung kanina sa Suspicious Partner, halos wala sila masyadong chemistry except sa dalawang main leads. Eto, dito naman umuulan ng chemistry. Nakakakilig ang romance between Bae Suzy and Lee Jong-suk's character. And nakaka-good vibes naman yung bromance between the characters naman ni na Lee Jong-suk and Jung Hae-in. And who could forget the nakakakurot sa pusong love triangle ni Lee Jong-suk, Bae Suzy at saka ni Jung Hae-in dito. And the infamous shadow picture. So, kung hindi mo alam, it's one of the most nakakakilig and at the same time heartbreaking scene. So, anyway, that's one reason. Also, for me, it has one of the best K-drama OST that I've ever heard. I'm always saying napakaganda ng OST ng series na to, and also the cinematography. I cannot shut up about it. Really beautiful. Ang ganda. The mix of the cinematography plus the music, ang ganda panoorin. Anyway, it's for you to find out, so go ahead and check that out. Now, why you may want to skip this K-drama? Well, aside from the fantasy part of it, okay, the rest, I guess, is your typical formulated K-drama, which you may think as a good thing or a bad thing, but medyo hindi ko medyo nagustuhan na everything was a bit predictable except yun nga sa fantasy part. And though, the main leads were good as usual, really well with their characters, nakakakilig, nakakaiyak. Anyway, nothing from this K-drama really stood out after watching it. So if no one reminds you about this K-drama, hindi mo siya talaga maiisip ka agad-agad. Like, if anyone asks you, what's your favorite rom-com K-drama? What's your favorite legal K-drama? Fantasy? It's not something that you would immediately suggest to anyone. So yun, medyo unremarkable. Now, the next one, another recent legal K-drama that I love and has great rom-com weaved into the legal genre is Extraordinary Attorney Woo. The most recent hit K-drama that really took the K-drama world by storm and changed the lives of the two main leads na sina Park Hyun-bin and Kang Tae-oh. It's a story about Woo Young-woo, who is a young lawyer with Asperger's syndrome. Now, she's very smart and has a very sharp memory, but because of her, Asperger's syndrome, she lacks social skills. Now, I made a full K-drama review episode about it, about Extraordinary Attorney Woo, so just check it out. And if you are, into really the K-drama, go ahead and watch it. But why would you watch it? Okay, here's a few things that I have already discussed in my full K-drama review. One, I keep on saying this, it's a very heartwarming series. Heartwarming characters with very heartwarming stories. Each episode kasi, they tackle a new case. And in each case, you actually, as a viewer, you get to learn a few things, a thing or two about life, love, relationship, family, and a whole lot of facts about whales. Which is actually very entertaining in a way as well. Now, Park Yun-bin and Kang Tae's unexpected romance in this K-drama was also exciting to watch. Sa sobrang kilig ng mga tao, people have expressed their desire or their want for season 2 with the two actors. Kahit na kailangan nating maghintay ng 2 years kasi nasa military, naka-enlist sa military si Kang Tae-o. And yun nga, even though it's gonna definitely take at least a year or two for before matapos sa enlistment niya si Kang Tae-o, people were waiting, willing to wait ang mga tao. They want a season 2 but they want the two of them. That just the two of them, never to replace any of the two. Ganun katindi yung na-build nilang ship. Now, why this may not be for you? Well, ang only naiinisip ko na reason kung bakit hindi mo magugustuhan ang Extraordinary Woo is if masanay ka sa serious and dark legal K-dramas. Dito kasi sa Extraordinary Attorney Woo, medyo light ang atake nila. Kaya medyo siguro for you na sanay sa mga dark and serious, mabobore ka. So yun yung naisip ko talaga. Now, the next category. This category is something that I really wanted to add kasi napapansin ko na dumadami na sila and I'm not complaining. So the next category are legal K-dramas with crazy and or strong female characters. Now, first is Wonder Woman and Fiery Priest. Both K-dramas are starred by the funny and beautiful Lee Hani. Kapag baliw-baliwan talaga na character si Lee Hani, talaga yung laging pumapasok sa isip ko. So, sa Fiery Priest, supporting lang siya sa character dito ni Kim Namgil na priest. Totoong priest siya dito sa series. Okay? Now, in the Fiery Priest, she was once a corrupt prosecutor na eventually nagbagong buhay and joined forces with the priest character ni Kim Namgil. Sa Wonder Woman naman, siya na dito yung bida, okay? Siya ang bida talaga as the tough prosecutor na unknowingly, because of an accident, nagkapalit ng buhay with a chaeble's daughter-in-law na kamukhang-kamukha niya. So it's a funny situation na talagang lalo kang matatawa because of, the performance dito ni Lee Hani. Sa sobra talaga akong nag-enjoy sa dalawang K-drama na ito kasi bukod sa kwela, yung characters ni Lee Hani palaban din. And you know that I love strong female characters. So Wonder Woman, level up ni Lee Hani yung character niya. In the K-drama, lumaki siya with gangster. So palaban siya in and out of the courtroom. Pero for me, mas nag-stand out talaga siya sa pagiging baliw-baliwan niya. Sa pagiging baliw-baliwan niya in both K-dramas. And whichever you choose to start with, matutuwa ka talaga. As in, ito yung mapapahalaka ka, ma-enjoy ka sa panonood. Both are actually really good. So that's Wonder Woman and Fiery Priest. Another K-drama with baliw-baliwan female lead is Vincenzo ni Song Joong-ki. So in the series, Song Joong-ki's character is a mafia consigliere. Tama ba pronunciation ko? Basta corn salad. Mafia corn salad, sabi nga. And in his quest for justice, he met the crazy attorney character of John Yobin. And just like Wonder Woman and Fiery Priest, may halong comedy din itong Vincenzo. And just like the characters nga din ni Lee Hani, yung character din dito ni John Yobin started as a shady lawyer na lahat gagawin, manalo lang sa kaso. Pero sa bandang dulo, nagbagong buhay din siya. Now, her chemistry with Song Joong-ki really made Vincenzo exciting and fun to watch. It's actually very memorable and it was really a great K-drama after nitong I think the last K-drama ni Song Joong-ki was with the ex-wife. So this was actually a really good K-drama to restart his career. But anyway, another legal K-drama where the main lead started as shady is this 2017 K-drama, which is Witch at Court. Top billed by Jung Ryo Won. For those K-drama titos and titas out there, you may remember her as the ex-girlfriend ni Yoonbin sa series na um, ano nga ba ito? Kim Samson. Yan. So, you might remember her from that K-drama. So, she also stars in the K-drama Witch at Court. Now, aside from her portrayal of the strong female character, it was also entertaining to see Jong Rayon's character slowly develop conscience. Sa simula kasi medyo manggigigil ka sa kanya kasi walang ibang mahalaga sa kanya kundi manalo sa mga kaso niya as a prosecutor. Lahat gagawin niya to the point na isang kembot na lang, perjury. Perjury na ang kakaharapin ni ate mo. But after a certain case, okay, nagbago ang pananaw niya and nag-transition siya from an ill-tempered, egotistic prosecutor to a caring lawyer. And the transition was very heartwarming to see. And medyo slow burn siya actually. Yung character niya in the series, slow burn. Kasi di mo marirealize na ma-attach ka na pala sa kanya. Na parang pag natapos yung K-drama, parang, oh, I miss her. I miss her character. I miss her, mga antics niya, yung pagiging saraulo niya. Yun, isa din yung sa mamimiss mo. Now, speaking of slow burn characters, Go Ara's character in the K-drama naman na Miss Hammurabi is also a slow burn for me. Nung una, annoying siya, pero eventually, medyo na-attach din ako sa kanya. And yun nga, katulad din ng sa Witch at Court, at the end of the series or at the end of the K-drama, ma-realize mo, oh, I'm gonna miss her. Yun. So anyway, so Miss Hammurabi is a K-drama that tells the story of the life of the judges and the various disputes that they have to settle. So each episode may bagong case din, nakakaharapin din yung mga character dito ni Go Ara along with Kim Yong-so or L from the group Infinite and ang pambansang itay or apa ng K-drama world na si Song Dong-il. Now, isa pa sa kinatutuwa ko sa series na ito is yung pagiging polar opposite ng mga character dito ni Go Ara, Kim Myung-soo, tapos ni Song Dong-il. Yung dalawang lalaki kasi pareho sila na very by the book, old school conservatives. Tapos here comes Go Ara's character na bukod sa palaban, she also never hesitates to challenge the system or yung mga kinalumaang paniniwala na hindi na napapanahon. Like for example, yung kailangan pagbabae ka, prim and proper, ganun-ganon. So, it's actually very entertaining to watch her fight with all this male testosterone. Kasi yung occupation niya, in the series actually parang konti lang sila na female, so it was a male-dominated industry in the K-drama. So it was actually very entertaining to watch. Now, kung ang hanap mo naman illegal K-drama with mystery or thriller, I've got 2 suggestions for you. Number 1 is Why Her of So Yoon-jin and Hwang In-yup. And the second one is the season 1 of Stranger, starring Cho Sung-woo and Bae Donna. Now, I say season 1 kasi I still have no courage. I'm so sorry. I still have not gained enough courage to watch the season 2 of Stranger. Kasi, there's always that fear in me that it will ruin season 1. Mahal na mahal ko yung season 1. Kaya hindi ko pa kaya. Hindi ko pa kayang mag-risk na panoorin yung season 2. But anyway, yun nga, the season 1 is actually very, very good. And so if you chose to just watch the season 1, it's also definitely going to be very entertaining kung ang hanap mo nga talaga din is mystery or thriller. Now, anyway, both K-dramas involve a mysterious death, and both are actually very slow-paced. Well, ang Stranger mas slow-paced kaysa sa Why Her. Ang kinaibahan lang is may halong landian sa why-her between So Hyun-jin and Wang In-yup, who, despite the age gap in both their real life and in the K-drama, they acknowledge the age gap in the K-drama, they actually were very decent. I mean, it was a decent romance. They were able to pull it off. Medyo may kilig din akong naramdaman at the end of the K-drama. Pero kasi medyo nawawala yung kilig ko kapag kinabobobo ni ate girl yung kanyang pagiging kilig-kiligan. Kinabobobo niya yung kilig na nararamdaman niya sa bidang lalaki. Actually, dapat isasama ko siya sa previous category ko na strong female characters. Kasi sa simula talaga, palabang lawyer siya. As in one of the best. Napakagaling niya magpaikot ng batas for their benefit. She never backs out. And with, again, a male-dominated industry, she never backed out. So, I wanted to put her along with all the female characters that I mentioned ko. Kaso, Kaso naalala ko yung mga katangahan niya sa dulo. Kasi medyo, may gusto na kasi siya dito sa bidang lalaki, sa character naman ni Wang In-yup. Pero aayaw-ayaw pa siya. So, parang, never mind. Buti na lang si Bae-dona naman remained as a strong female detective hanggang sa dulo ng season 1 ng Stranger. Which is again another reason na gusto ko yung K-drama kasi nagko-complement yung pagiging strong character niya sa character dito ni Choi Sung-woo. Sino ba sinabi ko? Choi Sung-woo. And although I felt na may tension sila between the two of them, medyo may pa-mystery pa rin yung yung real score nila hanggang sa dulo ng season 1. So parang may nararamdaman ka pero it's not official. Pero parang gusto mo silang i-ship pero hindi rin pwede. Parang ganon. So I'm not sure if that nag-blossom siya into a full romance by season 2. But please don't tell me kasi hindi ko pa siya pinapanood. But anyway, both K-dramas were very good in keeping you interested and on the edge of your seat. Napakaganda din ng pagkakalatag ng mystery. Talagang ikaw din mismo mapapaisip ka sino nga ba talaga, ano nga ba talaga yung nangyayari on that day or on that night. Bakit nangyari ito? So, it was very entertaining. And again, it keeps you at the edge of your seat. So, definitely, if you want legal K-dramas with mystery and thriller, you should try watching this too. And those are just some of my legal K-dramas recommendations. Sobrang dami pa, okay, mga pamangkin? Sobrang dami pang mga gandang legal K-dramas out there na di ko pa napapanood. Sa sobrang dami nila, natatambakan na lang po ako. Hanggang ngayon, hindi ko pa rin natatapos yung Hyena. Anyway, yun na yun. Mamili na lang kayo kung ng pronunciation. Juvenile Justice, hindi ko pa napapanood yung ang dami ko pang hindi napapanood. But for now, those muna yung K-dramas that I can recommend to you. But if you do have some recommendations as well that you want to share, let me know on any of my social media accounts. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. It's all at Anyong Tita. Alright, and that's it. Until the next Tuesday. Good night, kids. I love you, Bruno Mars. Kamsahamnida! Thank you for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate us 5 stars. And if you want to be updated, make sure to follow the podcast, hit the notification bell, and also follow me at Anyong Tita on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram so you won't miss out on anything. And catch our weekly deep dive K-drama conversations every Tuesday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or other podcast streaming platforms here at your favorite K-drama show with your favorite Kdrama Tita. Anyong Tita!